Well, I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the daily devotional for Echo Ministries. We're going to shift our topic today. Our topic is going to be ultimate authority. And when I say the word authority, what comes to mind? What about the word disciple? Jesus, who is our ultimate authority, used the word to describe those who belonged to him, those whom he cared about, those that followed him. In fact, Jesus never used the word Christian, and that word is only found in the Bible 3 times, twice in Acts and once in 1 Peter. On the other hand, the word disciple is used over 270 times in the New Testament. But what does it mean to be a disciple of Jesus Christ? What did Jesus mean by that when he said that? What did he require them? What does it take to be a disciple today? Over the next couple lessons that we're going to go through, we're going to take a look at 3 people who wanted to be disciples of Christ. 3 people that wanted to follow Jesus, but to some extent he wouldn't let them, which is kind of hard for us to imagine. But there was reasons why he wouldn't. And through their encounter with Jesus, we'll discover what it takes to truly be free in the ultimate authority of Christ. Turn, if you would, into your Bible to Luke chapter 9, verses 57 through 58. Have you ever had a friend that was just a lot of fun to hang around with, but it was only as long as you did whatever they wanted you to do? That's who this guy was in this story today. On the surface, it sounded like a legitimate, sincere proclamation. He said to Jesus, "I will follow you wherever you go," and that sounds awesome. That's what we would want. That we think we want to tell God, "I'll follow you to whatever it takes." But that's not where this guy was really communicating to Jesus. Where he's really saying, "I'd like to follow you, Jesus, as long as it's a cool thing to do, and as long as it's fun, and you're doing all these cool things, and kind of make sure that you do the stuff that I want you to do." That's what this guy was communicating to Jesus. Notice how Jesus responded in verse 58. Basically, Jesus told the guy, "If you follow me, you're going to be homeless." What Jesus was communicating to this guy was that if you follow him, it's going to be the hardest thing he ever did. He was letting this guy know that in order to follow him, he had to give up his desire for his own life. That's, to some extent, what it means to be a disciple of Christ. To sacrifice, to give literally our own life over to Jesus Christ. The key thing I want you to see in here is that we need to apply this concept from this story to our life and to a life of submission to Christ. If you really want another passage, look up Romans chapter 10, verse 9 and 10. And as you read it, ask yourself, am I experiencing true freedom that's found in the reality of submitting to the one that's really in control of my life? Who's your boss? Who's calling the shots in your life? Is Jesus really the boss of your life? If you said yeah instantly, does the evidence show in your everyday life as you walk through life? You see, it's impossible to follow God while following somebody else. It's logically impossible. Once again, if you don't believe me that it's hard to follow 2 masters, read Matthew 6:24 and just kind of close out your devotional time reading that and recognize, who's my master? Who am I following?